Hey, everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and with me, as always, is Scribe. Say hi, Scribe.
Hi, Scribe.
And joining us is the lovely SDA. Say hello.
Hi,
How are you guys tonight?
I'm good.
Scribbles, how you
I'm
doing?
okay. I'm tired. I'm tired, but I'm here. It's been a
Well, that's okay.
long day.
I'm unusually awake. I think it's all the medicine I've taken today.
No good. So it bounces out.
We have, what, 3 ads you need to do today?
Yes, if Sanguine and or Cryptic are here, then I am free to read a couple of ads. But I don't
Cool.
know.
So if you guys are here, make yourselves known.
Yes. Or chat, just tell me that they're here because I can't tell.
So
Otherwise,
before we begin, I have a grand monkey story for you.
yay.
We were driving back from the store today, and she was really tired, so I was trying to keep her awake to keep her talking so that we could get her home and she could have a nap. Because if you wake her, like she falls asleep for 5 minutes and wakes up, she's not going back to sleep. And so I asked her, I said, what kind of cousin do you want? Do you want a boy cousin or a girl cousin? She goes, a girl. It's like, oh, okay. And what do you think the baby should be named? And I started naming off all these names, and she kept saying no. And finally I said, what about naming her grandma? And she goes, yes. So what's a little girl cousin named Grandma?
That's super
Baby
cute.
grandma.
I wish my son would do it, but I hope he doesn't.
It's
But
not
she got so
illegal to
excited
name your
about
kid
that.
grandma.
It's not, but it's mean as hell.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it probably should be.
Yeah, that's. I think it would be cute though. A little baby named Grandma. That would be funny.
Sir Adamantine asks, what's up with Scribe commercials on Monkey's channel? Well, when commercials are requested of me, they're more complicated than I can come up with at the moment. They overflow into the next stream.
Yeah, it's just because it's done on one channel doesn't mean that it can't carry over, because it's still the same show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a cliffhanger. It's an incentive to go to the other channels and watch the shows and such.
Indeed.
Okay, I see Sanguine. I haven't seen Cryptic yet, so I'll do the Sanguine ones. And then when Cryptic shows up, I will do that one.
Cool.
Okay, so sort of on my idea and at SDA's behest, Sanguine purchased an ad for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sheets, based on the story we read yesterday of a woman who was advocating for having sex with the earth and water, because water makes us wet, what I think was the name of her documentary. So here's my attempt. As an antisocial environmental scientist, Nancy had no luck in love. Almost 40, she had just about given up. But then one day in the lab, she realized a love more powerful than all of humanity, a love that would transcend time, space, and size, the perfection of a water molecule. Using science, Nancy named and tagged the microscopic love of her life, and after a ceremony on the beach, gave her new husband back to Gaia. What followed was a love story of elemental proportions. Journey with Nancy as she chases her true love across the ocean, into the atmosphere, and into the depths of the human heart. Sanguine Productions brings you a true tearjerker with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sheets.
Yay.
You know, the sad thing is that movie would actually do really well.
I know. As I was writing, I was like, I'm telling you, SDA, you're sitting on a gold mine here. If you write this story in some fashion,
it doesn't even have to be good either.
No, I know this can be E.L. James level of awesome, and then you'll be fine. Okay,
I'll have to put it under a different name though. I don't want to shame the rest of my work.
Sure. Okay, and lastly, so I was requested to do an ad for another stream called The Minions of the Zoo. And I asked on Twitter for some more details so I could maybe work something in, but nobody said anything. So this is my attempt. If you guys want me to try something else, I'm more than happy to, but here we go. Does the predictability and relatively stable format of The Lords of the Night gotten you down? Then you need a live stream filled with spontaneity, chaos, and avatars of wild animals that aren't monkeys. Jump into your YouTube search bar and find The Minions of the Zoo. Each night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, conveniently after Lords of the Night, you will find a rotating cornucopia of over a dozen denizens of the intertubes speaking their minds, be they thoughtful or filthy or both. The Minions of the Zoo. It's podcast pandemonium, and I ain't lying.
I ain't lying. You little shit.
Funny. All right, there you go, guys. And when Cryptic makes an appearance, I have Grandma Monkey's Sweet Tater Pies to read.
So let us know when Cryptic shows up, guys. And until then, we have news, I assume.
Well, I don't know. Are you sure? Do you think there's news in the world right now?
Well, we're asking you, news guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose.
I know we have hurricanes.
Oh boy, do we! So
we have like 10 hurricanes.
Yeah, we have
all the hurricanes.
First up, there's no way to sugarcoat this. Irma hit the island of Barbuda today. And of that island, 90% of it is destroyed.
Damn.
Yeah.
This happens with hurricanes. I never even knew that was an island.
It's a small island. Let's not. I mean, not that makes a big difference in the grand scheme of things, because there's 1,800 people live on it. It's not a gigantic island. It's not like Hawaii or something. But at the same time, 90% of these people's home is just gone. It's flattened. It's destroyed. I can't even imagine. Like, just think of your hometown. Just think of your hometown. That's probably even larger than Barbuda. But think of your hometown. 90% of your hometown is just gone.
Well, it's sad. I just hear this place and it's just wiped the fuck out.
Yeah.
I hope people stay safe in this shit.
Right,
that storm looks so bad.
Yeah, it does. So anyway, I'll get to it because the stories say a lot more than I could. Reports of fatalities and widespread damage in northern Caribbean islands began to emerge Wednesday night, after Hurricane Irma blasted through, packing devastating winds and rain. Quote, Barbuda is literally rubble, Prime Minister Gaston Brown of Antigua and Barbuda told an interviewer with ABS TV radio. Quote, the entire housing stock was damaged, Brown said after visiting the island. It is just a total devastation. About 1,800 people live in Barbuda, Brown said, adding that there's currently no water or phone service for residents. He said one fatality, an infant, had been confirmed. Charles Fernandez, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade for Antigua and Barbuda, told ABS that destruction on Barbuda was upwards of 90%. At least 2 people died and 2 others were seriously injured on St. Bart's and St. Martin, said French Overseas Affairs Minister Annick Girardin. The islands are French overseas collectivities. Collectivities? Okay. Irma destroyed government buildings, tore roofs from houses, and left northern Caribbean islands without power or communications. Antigua, Barbuda, St. Martin, St. Martin, and St. Bart's felt the fury of the Category 5 storm, one of the strongest ever recorded in the Atlantic. French Interior Minister Gerard Collomb said the prefecture, police department, barracks, some of the strongest buildings on the island of 75,000 people, had been destroyed, boding ill for weaker structures on St. Martin. Quote, in terms of material damage, the 4 strongest buildings on the island of St. Martin have been destroyed, which means that the oldest buildings have undoubtedly also been totally or partially destroyed. The firehouse in St. Bart's is under a meter of water and is out of service, according to an update posted to Twitter by the government. Quote, firefighters have taken shelter in an upstairs room. A number of houses have suffered damage. Roofs have been ripped out. Total loss of electricity, it said. The mayor's office in St. Martin has been partially destroyed, the update said, and the mayor and 23 others took shelter in a concrete walled room. The island has been without electricity since 6 a.m. local time. Quote, the palm trees are bent over and I can't see anything but white, she said. This is Virginia Barreras. Oh, I see. Virginia Barreras told CNN she was riding out the storm in a hotel. Oh, God. The walls shake when the wind blows hard, and we can hear debris being flown around. Footage posted to YouTube showed winds so powerful they reportedly took out the webcam filming the scene.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's see. Irma's core, with maximum sustained winds of 185 miles per hour, slammed Barbuda before hitting St. Martin and Anguilla. Keith Lee Mead, director of the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services, said the extent of the destruction on Barbuda was hard to determine as communications were completely down. Yeah, it just kind of goes. It ends shortly after that. Gives a bunch of measurements and things, but basically, those islands are just gone. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they're just being completely destroyed right now and onward. Let's see, a bit more close to home, or getting closer to home as the days go on. Florida preps for mass evacuations, braces for possible gridlock. I don't think possible is the word, likely. Florida Governor Rick Scott says to expect more evacuations across the state ahead of Hurricane Irma, the powerful Category 5 storm plowing through the Caribbean. Quote, "If you're told to evacuate, get out quickly," Scott said Wednesday. "We can expect additional evacuations as this storm continues to come near our state." Based on Irma's projected path, which includes Florida's heavily populated eastern coast, the enormous storm could create one of the largest mass evacuations in U.S. history. Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties combined have about 6 million people.
Jesus.
Monroe County,
I got
home
family in Palm Beach County.
Yeah, I've got some friends and acquaintances there who are debating on what to do, some of them, which I think is unwise, but what are you going to do? Monroe County, home to the Florida Keys, has already ordered mandatory evacuations. Broward County, which includes Fort Lauderdale, issued a mandatory evacuation Wednesday for areas east of Federal Highway. Other eastern Florida population centers could also see similar evacuations soon, depending on the path of the hurricane, which is expected to near Miami on Sunday. But an evacuation of that scale could lead to miles-long gridlock, as happened with attempted mass evacuations during Hurricane Floyd in 1999 and Hurricane Rita in 2005. When Hurricane Harvey began threatening southeast Texas about 2 weeks ago, Houston officials decided not to issue voluntary or mandatory evacuations, partly because of memories of those problems. Okay. Governor Scott said he was aware of the potential for extensive gridlock and advised residents are told to evacuate to do so immediately. Quote, "Evacuation orders are going to be given in a timely manner so people have time to evacuate," Scott said. "But if you wait, that's when the problems are going to happen." And then it gets into some details about the routes for evacuation and canceled airline flights and such. So,
guys, if you're in the path of the storm, if it's coming anywhere near you, go visit SDA in Atlanta. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, come say hi. Also, family, come say hi. I'm worried about them.
If this storm keeps,
you know what?
If this storm stays as strong as it is and it actually hits, you do not want to be there. I love hurricanes, I really do, but this is not one you want to see up close and personal. That thing is a fucking beast.
Yeah, come up here, come say hi, and we'll do a hurricane poisoning the well SDA meetup. It'll be fun.
And then we have what, Jose on the way after?
Yeah, so well, there's a whole bunch of either building storms or maybe storms. Here, let me get.
Isn't there one in the Gulf and then one behind Irma?
Yeah, so hold on a second here. Let me let's see. There was Jose and Mitra or something. Hold on. Where is it? News. Hurricane Jose. Okay, so besides Irma, hurricanes Jose and Katia are also forming in the Atlantic region. So even as Hurricane Irma threatens to leave a path of destruction from the Caribbean to Florida, 2 additional storms have formed in the region. Hurricane Katia has formed in the Gulf off the coast of Mexico with sustained winds of 75 miles per hour. The government of Mexico has issued a hurricane watch for the coast of the state of Veracruz from Tuxpan to Laguna Verde. Katia is anticipated to drift towards the coast on Thursday. The announcement of Hurricane Katia came minutes after the U.S. National Hurricane Center said Hurricane Jose had formed in the open Atlantic, far from land and well east of Hurricane Irma. Jose has winds of 75 miles per hour and is quickly strengthening. The U.S. Hurricane Center said Wednesday that Jose poses no immediately threat to land. Immediate. How about immediate, guys? But meteorologists warn the storm's path could change. So, yeah, there's other storms looming out there in the distance. And time will only tell whether or not they become anything to worry about. But I mean, even if, let's say, Hurricane Jose remains nothing but a giant tropical depression and washes over the Caribbean, that's just going to be more flooding after they've already been completely wiped out by Irma. So,
yeah.
And
so it's Jose in the Atlantic, and then Katia in the Gulf.
The Gulf of Mexico, yeah.
Yeah. Got ya.
Gotcha. It's all Russia's fault.
Oh my God.
I know it's bad, but I love the joke on Twitter that Trump wouldn't let Jose into the country. That's bad, but it made me laugh.
That would be funny if it just it got all the way up to the coast and just stopped. And it was
right at the border.
And on that day, Trump got rid of DACA, and then it was oh, never mind. I guess I can't.
Sorry to laugh, guys. That's what I do. But if you are in the path of any of this shit, get out of the way. Irma is not. I really hope that before it makes U.S. landfall, it dies down. But for the moment, it's just getting bigger and bigger. And fuck, don't fuck around with this. It's not funny.
Speaking of getting bigger and bigger, Monkey Dick, Jim Jones movies. Hit the like button and please share our stuff if you like it.
No, not if you like it. Even if you don't like it, share it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and if you're angry at us, share it and be angry.
And you can also, if you want to be a real superhero, you can Sunny and share it. Oh. Okay. Well, speaking of border walls and such things, we have Donald Trump stories.
Oh, yay. What Trump do now?
Well, Donald Trump did something very surprising. And they're talking about a picture here, specifically a photograph, but I'll have to describe it, obviously, because we're radio. Sometimes a picture says it all. This is one of those times. The photo above, snapped by Getty photographer Alex Wong, catches President Trump and Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer in a quasi-embrace during a meeting to discuss the debt ceiling, government shutdown, and disaster relief aid for victims of Hurricane Harvey. The end result of that meeting was Trump siding with Schumer and House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi in agreeing to a 3-month extension of the debt ceiling and funding for the government in exchange for the $8 billion in Harvey relief dollars. $8 billion in Harvey relief dollars. Good job, CNN. That the president has requested.
But I agree with that move.
No, I do too. It's just one of those things where it's I never thought I'd see Chuck Schumer smiling and practically hugging Donald Trump. But
Gotcha.
By any account, that deal was very good for Schumer / Pelosi and very bad for Speaker Paul Ryan and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. The photo captures all of that, although, full disclosure, we don't know for certain that the pic was taken after the deal was reached. But let's assume it was, and let's break down the photo. Why? If you don't know, okay, anyway, so then they spend 2 paragraphs breaking down a photograph. Okay, well, I'll put the link in the chat for people who want to take a look. But I mean, right now you can probably Google Trump Schumer photo and just see it yourself.
So he negotiated?
Yeah, and he sided against his own party for the better of 2 options. I guess you could call that the art of the deal.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't see. I mean, the debt ceiling has to be raised anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
So it was going to happen anyway. Might as well make something of it, for fuck's sake.
Well, I think that I don't really understand how anybody could oppose that right this second. Under normal circumstances, we can absolutely have that conversation. But sometimes I hate the government as much as the next distrustful conservative, but sometimes you need it, and sometimes you need it to do its job.
Well, good for him. Never mind. I'm perfectly happy with Congress being gridlocked most of the time, because that's how it should be, because that's why we had the adversarial system set up, is so that you've talked about it before, Scribe, that change happens slowly. It's not reactionary.
Yes, that's the hope.
But there's a difference between, taking your time and not doing any fucking thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This debt ceiling thing, the budget has been a bitch forever, and they need to just finally get it fixed and stop kicking it down the road like they're doing right now. But at least we don't have to sit through another goddamn government shutdown.
Yeah, I'll be right back because unlike you, I forgot to pee before we. I'll be back.
Well, Monkey, let's be honest. Monkey did forget to pee until someone reminded him. Hello?
I am so sorry. My son just delivered me cookies. I was talking to him.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I thought my sound cut out again. I was like, no. Well, maybe I should say this till SDA gets back because it's. I don't have really any other stories I looked up today. I was gonna go back to MSS News as usual to not take up too much time because, as far as I know, nothing else really major happened today, unless somebody knows otherwise. But I just found a story that it's very brief, like very, very, very brief. But it's one of those things that's sort of like, I guess Satan is skiing to work today because I never thought I would read this story.
Oh,
but
I'll
wait till SDA gets back because maybe she'll. It might be the case that SDA knows this reference. Let's say. In the meantime, have we seen a cryptic yet?
I have not.
There is no cryptic.
So
what kind of cookies do you have now then? Why aren't you sharing them with me?
I wanted a peanut butter cookie, but apparently they discontinued them at Subway, so I have a chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, I know. Those are my favorites.
Peanut butter cookies?
Cryptic,
there he is. Hey, all right.
We have an ad for you, son.
I do. I should probably wait for STA to get back for this too. I don't want to leave her out because of the grandeur of my writing abilities.
Oh, I did something today, mostly based on you.
Mostly? Okay.
Mostly. I've never seen the movie Heat.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what's wrong with you?
Well, when it came out, everybody told me how great it was, and I don't remember that.
All right. What'd you think? We'll do a mini movie you should have seen. What'd you think?
I haven't watched it yet, but I did buy it today, so I'm going to watch it. And it's mostly because you've mentioned how good it is.
Yes, I think it is an excellent film. I will be curious to talk to you about what you thought of the ending.
Okay. Thank you, Cryptic. Haven't seen him. Who are we talking about?
Cryptic. We haven't seen him. Because I asked if Cryptic was in the chat, and he says he haven't seen him. That's a joke.
I haven't missed any super chats, have I?
Not unless they were like $1 or $2 that didn't register, and I think Cryptic is the first.
Thank you so much, Cryptic.
Yeah.
Oh, and dudes, I do need money. Lady Monkey's birthday is this Saturday. Saturday? Yeah. On the 10th.
I thought it was Sunday.
Okay, maybe it is Sunday. What day is the 10th?
The 10th is Sunday.
Yeah, so this Sunday.
Yeah.
So
did you want to move the Under Siege thing till next week then? I don't want to.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay, no, it's fine. No, I mean, when you mentioned it the other night, it took me a second, but I thought, oh wait, I wonder if his plans are like just for the evening or something. But yeah, I figured if it was going to be 3:00 your time, you probably, we can move that till next week.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. That's fine. No,
and now you guys are just listening to us bullshit. How about you want to hit MSS News real quick while we're waiting for her?
Yeah. Maybe I can find MSS News about going wee-wee. Because that would be topical. Okay, MSS News. Guys, if you have news stories you'd like us to take a look at on the air, please send them to us via Twitter using the hashtag MSS News, and we will take a look. Can't promise we'll get to them all, but we'll take a look. Oh, here we go. The first one, Peterbilt Nation. Oh my God, what a epic headline. Here we go. Denver nurses suspended for opening body bag to admire man's genitals. Now imagine
before we get into that story, this is a dead dude.
It is. And boy,
that's
is
creepy.
And you know what? Rigor mortis does wonderful things to men's genitals.
Oh, see.
Now imagine if it had been a guy admiring some naked woman. I wonder what punishment these nurses got suspended. I wonder what would happen to a guy if he did that. 5 nurses, Jesus, at a Denver Health Medical Center were suspended for 3 weeks after they inappropriately viewed a deceased patient's body and talked about it. A hospital spokesman confirmed to Denver 7 Investigates Tuesday.
Wow.
Okay. A tip to Denver 7 said the nurses disciplined admired the size of the deceased patient's genitals and at one point opened a body bag to view parts of the body. A hospital spokesman confirmed details of the incident. A different nurse heard one of the disciplined nurses make a comment in May that the nurse felt was inappropriate and reported it to hospital staff. Quote, multiple staff members viewed the victim while he was incapacitated, including after he was deceased. Oh, so they looked at him before he was dead? And after he was dead. Oh my God. The complainant, Risk Management for Denver Health, made a mandatory report. Denver police confirmed they responded to the incident, but say the decision was made to have Denver Health Medical Center handle the issue internally.
You know, I'm kind of torn on this. I got to be honest.
Viewing a body. Well.
Oh, thank you, Adocrat. Is that how I say it? Adocrat? Happy birthday, Lady Monkey. Yes. And thank you, Sanguine. $2 to invest in a calendar. $5 for Lady Monkey's president. Was the stiff.
Was the stiff. It's so stiff.
No, I'm so torn on this.
Are you?
I really am, because I don't see the problem with looking at a dead body.
It was the comments, I think, and such, and just sort of the inappropriateness of the actions. I mean, if they weren't there doing something on official hospital business, ogling the dead body of someone, then making a bunch of comments within earshot of other people.
Okay, maybe not making. Maybe keep your comments down just between the people who've seen it. Okay.
I mean, if a couple of male doctors or nurses or something were like, "Dude, did you see the tits on that dead chick?"
I get that, I do, but on the it's just a dead body. I mean, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, punishment for that seems kind of weird to me.
Hey, it's necrophilia. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay. This comes from Chief Florida correspondent and senior staff reporter Colleen Bernier. Firefighter insists Tinder date poop rescue was real. What? Okay. A student who had the worst Tinder date ever.
Have you guys not heard this yet?
No. A student who had the worst Tinder date ever when the girl got stuck trying to retrieve poop she threw out a window has been inundated with offers to repair the damage she caused. What? Liam Smythe, 24, started fundraising to replace the interior glazing on his bathroom window after fire crews were forced to smash it in an unusual rescue mission. Initially, the post-grad student hoped to raise around $260 to appease his landlord, but has now raised nearly 10 times his goal. Big surprise. He plans to donate the excess to charities. Good for him. A firefighter who attended the 999 call, because this is the UK, I guess, said the crew were astonished at what the trapped woman told them and dismissed suggestions it was a prank. Chris Crothers said the embarrassed woman confessed what had happened when they arrived in the shared house in Bristol. Quote, when we arrived, we weren't really sure what to expect, as the only information we had was that a lady had become trapped in a window. Although she wasn't hurt, she was well and truly stuck with her face squashed against the glass. And there's a picture of this, and it's ridiculous looking.
It's really funny.
I started chatting to her, and she told the whole story about how she had become stuck. She was quite open about the whole thing. I think by then she had gone past the point of embarrassment. The woman, who hasn't been identified, tried to toss the poop outside when the toilet wouldn't flush, but she failed to notice a design quirk, and the smelly bundle instead fell inside the wide gap between the window's two panes. She then came up with an ill-conceived plan to retrieve it by slipping between the panes, only to get stuck, prompting Smythe to call the fire department. Quote, she was trapped in a void between internal and external glazing. That sounds like a Bukkake video, but anyway. But her weight was against the pane of glass, so we had to really be careful during the rescue. That is the dumbest fucking thing I have heard today.
It is really
that is
funny.
Horrible. Real quick, thank you, Jesse Jess. Happy birthday, Lady Monkey. Treat yourself. Thank you so much. And Miss Slim One, thank you. Happy early birthday, Lady Monkey.
Okay, well then here's
for the birthday wishes.
Oh, okay, well get Lady Monkey back on her headphones because I have a de facto birthday gift for her in the sense that I wrote something involving her. Now that we know the cryptics in the chat for sure.
read a cryptic ad, which is about you, so you have to go sit down and listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cute.
Oh, okay.
Isn't she cute?
All right, let me know when she's ready.
She's on her way.
Okay. Oh.
There she goes. Oh, and thank you, Cryptic. Happy birthday, Lady Monkey. Ranting will surely do something nice this weekend. No throwing poo like real monkeys.
Yeah.
Or I'm not getting stuck in the window.
Okay. All right. So I see Lady Monkey. So here we go. Ladies, how do you treat your family after a long day of school, work, or ranting into a microphone? Well, there's nothing like the homespun aroma of baked starch, just like Grandma used to make. Grandma Monkey's pie is the sweetest pie you'll ever eat. She'll even tell you when you're doing it wrong. It's a hearty mixture of ground beef, American cheddar, and old-fashioned tater tots that will stick to your ribs and keep you happy all day. Grandma Monkey's sweet tater pie. She puts the "oh" in potato.
Oh my God.
What the fuck was that? I'm disgusted.
You're
All right, no, wait, no, shh, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Yes.
There you go. Thank you, Sanguine. Internal and external glazing that is breeding and bukkake. More for Lady Monkey present. Thank you so much. That was a good one. It was gross, but it was beautiful.
That was
I like the part about I laughed out loud, but I was chewing my cookie, so I was muted when you talked about she'll tell you when you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Oh, I get it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. SDA was in bullet time because that was one slow moving hit. My work here is done.
That took me a minute.
So, MSS News?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to eat my cookie. I'm still
SDA.
here.
I thought you might find this interesting.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello?
Yes.
She's answering you, dude.
Uh-oh. I can't hear anything.
Can you not hear us? He's doing this so I can't eat my cookie, little bastard.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, that was scary. I hope my internet isn't dying again. Can you hear me?
We can hear
Hello?
Okay.
you. Shit, stop it.
Okay, so this was the story I was holding off on. It's only one sentence long, but it says a lot. Like I said to Monkey before SDA got back, I never honestly thought I would read a headline like this. Charles Manson follower Leslie Van Houten granted parole.
Whoa. No way.
And the article only reads Charles Manson follower Leslie Van Houten granted parole by California board, period.
Oh, it's California.
Which not Charles Manson himself. This is one of his followers, but it is one of his like chief lieutenant followers. And I'm honestly boggled. I never thought that any of them would be granted parole. At least not of the top echelon. Definitely not Charles, obviously. And I'm surprised, but apparently so.
Did you guys get my MSS news story?
I haven't gotten too far into the list yet, so no.
Okay. Can we do that one?
Yeah, 1 second. So several people sent us the poop story. Thank you guys. How long ago did you post it, SDA?
I posted it earlier today.
Okay.
Might be easier just to go to.
Is this about the balloon?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so this is SDA story. Oh no, this has got to be viral marketing or just somebody. But anyway, police terrified by red IT balloons tied to sewer grates.
What?
Police officers in a small Pennsylvania town are evidently afraid of a certain homicidal clown. The Lititz LITITZ police department on Tuesday posted photos of red balloons a prankster tied to a pair of sewer grates. A red balloon is the calling card of Pennywise, the sewer-dwelling, child-eating clown in Stephen King's horror novel It. The hotly anticipated movie version opens in theaters Friday. Early things I've heard about that movie are good, but I'm going to wait until it has released because sometimes the preview audiences are selected because they are, I don't know, supportive of a film, a horror film. In a playful Facebook post, police write they admire the prankster's creativity, but were completely terrified while removing the balloons and respectfully request they not do that again. Okay, police also suggest people watch previews of the movie with the lights turned on and the volume turned low. The police department post ends with the famous line from the book, "You'll float too." Well, I guess that's all in good humor, but it's also kind of kooky. Okay, so
oh shit, I was still muted.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
what did you say?
I don't even remember.
That quick, huh? Let's see. No.
I just the red balloon thing I understand, but I don't understand being scared by it.
I think they were being facetious. I think they're being facetious.
I hope so.
Pretty sure. This one comes from staff reporter Jack Cochran, and if true, this doesn't sound smart. EU, the European Union, orders Sweden to shut down border checks.
What?
The European Union has ordered Sweden to end its border controls by mid-November, saying the reasons for putting them into place don't exist anymore. At a press conference in Brussels, I'll say it again, in Brussels on Wednesday.
Which you'll note is not in Sweden.
Well, no. I mean, if you're talking, I mean the sex attacks at New Year's Eve, like last year or whatever. Wasn't that Brussels?
No, that was Cologne.
Cologne. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. My mistake.
But I was saying that the orders coming out of not Sweden.
It's true. Well, because the EU is not Sweden.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, though.
Why am I thinking of Brussels and terrorism? Wasn't there?
Well, because there's been a ton of terror attacks.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay,
that's not.
All right, that was my.
You're not wrong for being like, you know, mud slimes, Brussels. It's just not that time.
Yeah, that was. I was right on the ironic nature of the location. I was just wrong on the exact event. My bad.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Anyway, at a breast conference. Man, I want to go to a breast conference. At a press conference in Brussels on Wednesday, the EU's Migrant Commissioner Dimitrios Avramopoulos, I think I maybe have said that right, said it will not allow the Nordic country to extend its border controls between Sweden and Denmark. Just want to point out, for those of you that thought Brexit was a bad idea, the EU is telling a sovereign nation what it can and cannot do with its own borders.
Yeah, and people are saying, oh, the EU is not a threat to sovereignty. Yes, it is.
Quote, there won't be an extension. The border controls are coming to an end in 2 months. The prerequisites for granting the extensions don't exist anymore. During the height of Europe's migrant crisis, Sweden was, along with Denmark, Germany, Austria, and Norway, granted an exception from the Schengen Free Movement Clause due to the huge influx of asylum-seeking migrants. The border controls at ports in the south of Sweden and on the Swedish side of the Øresund Bridge to Denmark were brought in during the winter of 2015, a year where Sweden received around 163,000 asylum applicants. The measures in the passport-free Schengen zone were only supposed to be temporary and originally designed to last 6 months, but they were extended by a further half a year in May 2016, then 3 months more the following November. According to EU rules, the extension can only be granted 3 times, and the last one is due to expire on November 12th. The controls have been unpopular among commuters in the south of Sweden and in Copenhagen region in Denmark, who have complained that they make journeys across the bridge more time-consuming. Okay, I would be curious to know if the checks have stopped any potentially dangerous individuals from getting into the country.
Well, yeah, that's $1 million question.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, the EU is, as always, in control of sovereign nations, just so you know.
Yes.
What else do we have? We have... is this true? Okay. This also comes from Jack Cochran. And I'm sure this got overshadowed, and probably understandably so, by the hurricane news. But North Korea nuclear test furthers EMP bomb. Okay. Pyongyang reports EMP might of nuclear arms. I thought because they showed a picture of a rocket going off, I thought it was like another test. North Korea, for the first time this week, revealed plans for using its nuclear arms for space-based electronics disrupting EMP attacks, in addition to direct warhead ground blasts. I would be amazed if you guys could get a rocket out of the atmosphere. I'd be amazed. Okay, so this isn't about a launch or anything. This is about another threat, and then they go into a very long description of how EMP works and all that fun stuff. So just another threat, but then if they actually have a hydrogen bomb, God knows what else they can do.
Right.
Let's see. First Cynic sends us this one. Oh boy, if you have a sweet tooth. The headline is "Don't Call It Pink Chocolate."
What? There's pink chocolate?
A breakthrough by a Swiss chocolate maker expands the industry's hues beyond just dark, milk, and white. Berry Calabout AG, the world's largest cocoa processor, has come up with the first new natural color for chocolate since Nestle started making bars of white chocolate more than 80 years ago. While it has a pinkish hue and a fruity flavor, the Zurich-based company prefers to refer to it as ruby chocolate.
Nah, bitch, that's pink. They have pink chocolate.
The new product may help boost sales in a struggling global chocolate market that producers hope has touched bottom. Touched bottom. As Hershey cuts...
Touched bottom. This is gross.
Chocolate touched bottom, man. Tongue butter that pink chocolate. As Hershey cuts 15% of its staff and Nestle tries to sell its U.S. chocolate business, Ruby Chocolate raises the possibility that next Valentine's Day may arrive with store shelves full of natural pink chocolate hearts.
Oh my God, that would be so cool.
The innovation, based on a special type of cocoa bean, comes after about a decade of development, according to Chief Executive Officer Antoine de Saint-Affrique. Held in Shanghai Tuesday, has a natural berry flavor that's sour yet sweet, according to the Zurich-based company, which works behind the scenes to produce chocolate sold by all the major producers, including Hershey and Cadbury. And their description, it's natural, it's colorful, it's hedonistic. There's an indulgence aspect to it, but it keeps the authenticity of chocolate. One more. It has a nice balance that speaks to a lot of millennials.
Thank you.
There's pink chocolate. Sorry.
Thank you, Chaos Eve. Happy Womb Emancipation Day to Lady Monkey. May you forever remain free from the confines of your mother's internal prison.
Yay!
Imagine if you had to go back.
Oh my God, no.
Put me back in. Put me back in.
Crawl up in your mama's cooch.
Pink chocolate.
You could get pink chocolate before, just white chocolate that's colored.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Okay, let's do one more and then we'll get into YouTube time. This also comes from First Cynic, and I guess put this under the category of exercises in futility. Protesters erect, then tear down Jeff Sessions statue over DACA. Activist with the Latin rights group, I'm going to say this wrong, Mijente, M-I-J-E-N-T-E, Mijente.
Yeah.
Protesting President Donald Trump's decision to end protection for Dreamers on Wednesday in Washington, D.C., erected, then tore down a Confederate statue of Attorney General Jeff Sessions.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sessions announced Tuesday that Trump was ending the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program with a 6-month delay. The Obama-era program grants amnesty to undocumented immigrants who entered the United States as children. Activists marched in front of the Justice Department with the statue. It's a big cardboard deal, which read, Jefferson Beauregard Sessions, Living Monument of White Supremacy, and had Sessions dressed in Confederate attire. The DACA announcement had drawn protests around the country. And, oh, I thought they'd have a video of it like being torn down or something, but they have a picture of it. And it's, yeah, I'll send a link to the chat just for people to see. It looks like they put Yoda into a Confederate outfit. And nice. I guess Jeff Sessions does look a little bit like Yoda, but
he's got a little Yoda-ness to him. Thank you, Dark Shade. Just had my childhood tainted after hearing about the original story of the likes of Sleeping Beauty.
What?
The original Sleeping Beauty isn't that bad.
Well, I mean, the original Grimm tale is a lot darker than what you would see.
Yeah, well, I know that's what I'm talking about. It's not that bad, though.
I've heard so many people talk about how the original Grimm's tales are so horrible. They're really not that bad. That
like
or I'm
bad
really
shit happens, but like it's not that bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's brutal as compared to what you would probably read your 2 or 3-year-old, but in today's
it's not
terms,
Disney.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, so
but
what
it's also not Tim Burton.
I think what they're talking about is that Sleeping Beauty gets fuckadoodled while she's asleep.
Well, yeah, that is the
Is that the
that is the that's how they turned it into a kiss rather than that's how they sort of sugar-coated it in future renditions of the story.
is that the dark that you're talking about? Because I can think of things that are way darker than that.
Yeah.
That's how me and Lady Monkey hooked up. I was asleep and she jumped on me. I thought that's how it all happened.
So wait, you're Sleeping Beauty?
I am.
So what dragon did she slay to get to you?
Oh, if you only knew.
Yeah, the ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Oh, Base Mama's in the chat. Hi, Mama.
Hi, Base Mama.
Hope that ad's doing well for you. But yeah, we're unless there's something else to talk about news-wise, we are into YouTube time.
Let's talk about YouTube. SDA, what'd you do today?
I had school today, and I had a doctor's appointment, so I had no time for the tubes.
Fair enough. Thank you, Miss Slim. When I grew up on Grimm's fairy tales, they're not that bad. They're really not. People make them out to be a lot worse than they are. Scribbles.
I had a very, very busy day at work, so I got some scripting done for the video I mentioned last night, where the person looks like a human version of Tinky Winky. It's all purple with a purse, and it's a man, and it's a professor. Oh, you have some super chat. Sorry.
Thank you, Snubber13. Scribe, he slayed his mother-in-law. Duh. And thank you, Dark Shade. If Steven Crowder is to be believed in his latest video, Sleeping Beauty was raped while asleep and only woke up because of childbirth. Well, I know the original.
Yeah, I know the first part's true, but I don't know about I can't remember the childbirth part.
Yeah, I don't remember the childbirth part either. P-Dog asked why there's no comments on my Sargon video. There are, aren't there? What the hell?
Should be by
YouTube?
now.
There should
be. Doing to me now. Anyway, so you're saying?
So yeah, I got some script work done on the video. So I won't give it away. The speaker is making an attempt, and I underline the word attempt, to reframe suicide as a term through an intersectional lens, no less. Now, I already gave away the ending to this story, so to speak, to Monkey before the stream, so I'm going to be a jerk and not tell you what it is, because I'm still going to work on the video. But trust me, when we get to the grand revelation of how we should all correctly think about suicide through an intersectional lens, I think it will break your brain just as much as it did mine. The script is about 3/4 done, depending on how much more of the social science pseudo-intellectual gobbledygook I want to wade through in the video. So hopefully I'll have that out by Friday. I've had a very busy week this week, so I haven't got a chance to do much video work. That's me.
Yeah, there's comments on that video. I don't know. P-Dog, I know I've had issues with that before. With the changes they've done, sometimes it pops up with no recommendations on the side if you watch too early as well. But there are comments over on that video. Speaking of that, that's what I did today. Made a video about the Sargon Aquila lawsuit. Excuse me. Thank you, Dark Shade. Wow, you guys are jaded. Oh, and a fun fact, hair gel cannot be used as beard wax. Found that out the hard way. Ow, God damn.
What?
That's when I know when my birthday was.
I knew when your birthday was. I just didn't know the day. I know the date. God damn, she just ripped my nipple off.
Ah!
Wait, why are we jaded? Because we're like being raped isn't that bad? Like it's fiction.
Being
it's
raped
like
isn't that bad. Jesus
actually
Christ.
got raped. She's not real.
There's a new quote for you. We're not jaded because rape isn't that bad.
Not what I meant.
Thank you, Sylvanas. Thank you again, Scribbles, for the clip on my opening. And Monkey, none of this money for you, all for Lady Monkey. Happy early B-Day. Thank you so much. Sanguine, Is suicide only bad when you're an oppressed person and an active radical activism when white and male? Sanguine, you need to wait for this. This is fucking retarded.
Yes, it is. Actually, it's not even that specific. It's not even that specific what it ends up being, but you'll see.
And Weibo says about Sleeping Beauty, the story goes she had the baby, the child sucked on her finger, pulled out the splinter, and that's how she woke up. Okay.
That's weird. Okay.
It's been a while since I've read those.
Yeah.
I know on Kindle, if you have a Kindle account, you can get all of Grimm's stories for free, and it's not like some dark download thing. Thank you, Dark Shade. Quote, rape isn't that bad. SDA 2017.
Shut up. Like, it's a fake rape. It's not even real. It's not.
It's a story.
It's a story. This is like with Lily when somebody was like, well, you said that like black characters aren't off the chopping block. I'm like, we're not talking about fake people. They don't even exist. These are figments of imagination. God damn.
Okay, my video was about this Sargon thing. Akila obviously uploaded a video just about a week ago now, talking about her side of the story, why she's doing it. And as I've talked about before, I think Sargon might be fucked in this case. He didn't do anything transformative to the video. He gave it a new title. That's not transformative from anything that I've ever seen. If it goes to court, maybe it'll turn out different. But from where I'm sitting, I say settle and get the fuck out while you can.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Yeah, but in her video, she goes very cunty, and at one point she's answering criticism about whether or not she knows Sargon has a family. And this, I talked to Scribe about this, about Sargon having a family. People are going, you know, you're suing him for $150,000. This man has a family. I honestly believe that she thinks she has a good case. I don't doubt that at all. I don't think she's doing this just to silence Sargon. However, the amount she's asking for is not just to make a point. It's to punish him, to destroy this man's life. And when you get to that point, this isn't just a $1 lawsuit to, you know, make the case and win it so that this doesn't happen to other people. This is, I'm going to fucking make sure you live in under a bridge for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Our monkey lost a lung.
Thank you, Snubber. They say there's a UK law that may favor Sargon. Well, we'll just have to see, because I'm pretty sure that the lawsuit was filed in New York. And thank you, Timothy Sealbeck. Monkey Watch Wasley's video on the subject. He points out a reason why Sargon may have a case.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, I watched Waz's video, and that's actually what inspired me to make my own. One, this is it's not being done in the UK. He may be able to have it moved there. Chances are that won't happen, though. The companies involved are all U.S. companies. It was a YouTube thing, so he may get out of this. It's possible, but a lot of people keep saying he doesn't live in the U.S. That's fine, but he's doing business with a U.S. company.
Yeah, and the lawsuit was filed in the U.S.
So it would even have to pay as he lives in the UK. Yeah, can they force him to? I don't know. But the real question here for me isn't whether or not they can install the punishment. It's whether or not this case goes to trial and is found, you know, that you can't do that. I don't think it should be, but tall person, I'm reminded of thank you so much. I'm reminded of the Bering copyright issue from not too long ago. Bering was in the wrong, but he was reported with the intent to shut him down.
This isn't the same.
I don't think she did this to shut him down. I think the punishment part is that the absolutely asinine amount of money she's asking for over it. I think she truly believes she has a case here. But the money is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so that was my one video. And Theron Meyer finally responded on my last video, the one that took her to task a little bit.
Monkey, you made it.
Yeah. I thought we could read it here live on the air.
It's not quite a hit piece, but you know, it's something.
Okay, I'm gonna lock the screen on me so that we can see this. And will you guys let me know if there's a super chat?
Yes.
Sure.
Let me get my screen share.
Yeah, I hope you didn't mind me reading that while you were coughing.
No, I appreciate it actually.
It's a good way to.
There we go. All right. Can everybody see this? Are we seeing this?
I can see it just fine.
Cool. Tone policing is when you demand someone change their tone because you personally find it offensive. No, it's not. That's not tone policing. Tone policing is anytime you're telling other people what tone they should be using. That is not the same as criticizing someone's tone in a given situation based on whether or not you think their tone has effective or constructive outcome in a situation. You're still telling them how they should be talking. That's tone policing, for fuck's sake. Note that I didn't say Andy was being sexist. I said he was coming off as sexist. No, you didn't. You said that was sexist. And the only reason, sorry, I'm doing a Dear Dumbass live on air.
I think she actually said, I use this word sparingly, but that's blatantly sexist.
And the only reason it mattered was because it was in direct response to the demonetization problem. I did not criticize him for saying offensive things because they were offensive to me personally. I never said it was because you were personally offended by it. But that doesn't change the fact that you were trying to tell him how he needs to speak. My criticism of his tone was that changing it as a response to the demonetization problem is not a constructive message to send to the community and his hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and continues to foster this attitude within anti-SJ community that we're all victims of our belief, when in this case, there's little to no evidence to suggest that was the case. Okay, I want to talk about that for just a second. When Andy made his video, to that point, very few people had already been demonetized. I know Mr. Repsion had been hit. I think Mundane Matt had been hit at that point. But those of us who are much smaller hadn't been hit. It was only big conservative people that anybody knew had been hit.
Mm-hmm.
So especially with his relationship with Franny's relationship with YouTube, and him being one of the ones that got hit so suddenly, I don't think his reaction was out of place at that time.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and at the time I said that I think we should wait to see what happens, because this happens over and over. Some little thing happens and anti-SJWs lose their mind because they're being shut down, and it's rarely the case. It's YouTube doing it on a global scale, but not everybody talks about it. So
yeah, I can also see why Andy would be so upset given what happened with Franny and how crazy that was.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, Franny works with YouTube. She's part of their, Creators for Change bullshit. So I can see. We also had the Google memo talking about, getting locked into that box if you make the wrong kind of video. And Google didn't give us a good description of the whole new demonetization thing before they started it, because they don't like to do that. They like us to find out and then tell us. Anyway, my criticism of his tone was not, please change it because it hurts my feelings. I never suggested it was. I don't quite fathom why it is so difficult to grasp for many people. By the standard that I've been accused of tone policing, anti-SJWs are the king and queens of tone policing. Anti-SJWs criticize SJWs all the time for being condescending, preachy, and know-it-all in their tone. And their main criticism of SJWs' tones is that they personally find it annoying rather than offensive, and that it leads to less than constructive consequences by shutting down conversation with intellectual opponents, but the latter is exactly what I did. No, the problem with the SJW's tone is it's not just their tone, it's also the stupid shit they're saying. I don't give a fuck how condescending they say it. I point out that it's condescending just to remind people that they're being annoying asses. Andy wasn't being condescending here. He was being a little outraged, which is what Andy does, which Base pointed out so well in his video, where he said, being upset that Andy's acting outrageous is be like being mad at the rattlesnake who bit you. It's what they do. Anyway, this is the reason I wanted to read this online, on air, To be frank, my patience is running paper thin with this kind of misrepresentation of every single thing I said, and blatant hypocrisy exuding from the anti-SJW community. I didn't take a fucking thing you said out of context. Not one goddamn thing.
Sorry.
You board, Pat. Thanks for getting that midget song stuck in my head, Monkey. I was singing it all day at work. LOL.
Popping bottles. Okay. Yeah, I didn't take anything Darren said out of context. Oh, and thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat there. Your boy Pat. Thank you. Left cheek for you, man. Right cheek for me. I will be responding to that, but I'm only going to do it in the comment form. I'm not going to make a video. But I didn't take anything out of context. I commented on her exact wording. I even went back and replayed several parts of it a couple of times so you could see what she was saying. She didn't say that it sounded sexist. She said it was sexist. And I have a problem with that. If you don't like Andy's video because you don't like Andy's video, that's fine. But don't sit there and call him a sexist based on what was quite obviously a joke when you even acknowledge you knew it was supposed to be a joke. That's
well, isn't that why? Sorry.
I hate using this phrase, but that's what SJWs do. Because he made a joke. Oh, it's sexist. No, it's not. It's a fucking joke. Now, if you actually think Andy is sexist, fine. There may even say, okay, that is a sexist joke, but the way you presented it is that Andy was sexist. You said that was sexist, which means he was sexist. You just told a sexist joke is different. But yeah, I will be responding to that, just not in video form. And I thought it was funny the way I'm tired of being mischaracterized. Well, maybe pay attention to what the fuck you say. So what else is going on YouTube?
Well, I was just going to say that's kind of the exact reason why we do response videos like that in the first place. It's so you can see exactly what we're responding to.
Yeah.
So that we're not taking it out of context. So when you ask me, oh, why did you download my video and cut it up? So that you can't say that I didn't pay attention to what you said. Because it's right there.
Well, in that she actually says that I suggested she was personally offended by it. I never said any such fucking thing. And then to turn around and talk about how they were taken out of context. Fuck you. And again, I like Theron. I do. But you're wrong in this case, and you're being kind of a bitch there. Did you guys see Baring's video on it?
No.
It's a tongue-in-cheek video taking Andy to task for being an asshole.
Oh, that's funny. I know that there was some Twitter drama between.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to see it. So what was going on with that? It was Irate Bear and Real?
It was literally. Hold on, let me find it.
Literally.
But in this case, not figuratively. Gemini said, I'm sick of unfunny people on YouTube trying to dictate rules of comedy. These people shouldn't be within 5 miles of funny. Irate Bear said, cough, cough, Theron Meyer, and hi, I think I'm real. And Real said, hey, Alex got a problem with me, man. I don't know you, so this is all a bit one-sided. He said, yeah, you and Theron committed social suicide, as you both called it, over a joke and style of content. In short, I completely agreed with Monkey in his video. That was like the extent of the drama, but
dun, dun, dun.
I just thought it was like, oh. Like when mom and dad fight.
Well, there's a couple more from Hi, I think I'm real here. He replied, no issues were demonetizations are not politically motivated. Not entirely true. And self-destructive behavior is not constructive. I have a problem with that second part when you're talking about Andy. It's only been maybe the last, I would say since VidCon, that Andy really became or tried to become nicer. He was always loud, and I mean, this is the guy who went out and fucked a tree on video in response to the Earth Lover shit.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The whole milk is racist thing. He has a video where he just pours milk all over himself. Yeah. Andy has always been bombastic, and if you think that this kind of stuff is going to turn off his fans, you're wrong. Now, you could make the argument it could eventually get him removed from the platform, and in that respect, I I think Andy should at least play within the rules so he doesn't get banned off the platform, because when you have no platform, nobody can hear you. So if you have ideas you want to express, you might want to, at least play within the rules. But it's not going to hurt Andy. That's what Andy does. That's what people like Andy for. Lady Monkey says, wait, who did that tree thing? It was Andy Worski. Yes, he has a video up where he goes out and makes love to a tree.
Ecosexual.
Yeah, it's beautiful because it's all done as a romance. He's running around buck ass naked. It's funny. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have for YouTube? Anything?
Oh.
I do want to do something tonight. In the last 10 minutes,
something?
guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the last 10 minutes, guys, and I will tell you when. If you have a channel, I want you to link it to me in chat. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go into the comments or in the description, and I'm going to link everybody's videos or everybody's channels.
Ooh.
I have a channel.
Yours is already linked, both of you. But yeah, I will. Somebody remind me at 10 till. Link me up, and we'll link you guys in the description today.
If you do it now, though, you're disqualified.
If you do it now, it's not going to happen because I'm not going to be able to do it during the stream. Oh, Sylvana says you have 4. Give me your main channel. Deep topic time.
Well, I had a question. I don't know if it's a deep topic or anything, but
sure.
I'm looking for ideas. I think. Well, so I was invited to be on Tailed Features anniversary stream on October 1st.
Oh, nice.
And my anniversary is October 11th. The very first video I ever posted to YouTube is coming up. And I think I'm probably going to do like an anniversary stream or something like that, and I'd have people on. But I was looking for ideas of like what things I could do for the anniversary. Like I had one idea was like, well, I'd go back and remake the very first video I ever made.
Oh, that would be cool.
Maybe improve upon it somehow, but I don't know. That was one idea.
I don't know, because I always am like, I'm gonna do something for the next like 1,000 subscribers. I have yet to do a 5,000 subscriber stream. I suck at this kind of stuff, so I'm like the worst person to ask.
Well, my anniversary is actually 2 days from now.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do a Lord of the Night stream on your channel.
Yeah, well, I'm like, what are you doing for Bo? I'm like, fucking nothing.
Your anniversary is going to end up on my channel.
Yes.
Well, guys, I'll have to think of something to do with that second hour. We're always struggling for a deep topic or something.
I think I might, if I can get the time. I might go through and like. What I really love to do, and it would just take so much time, is go through and pull all of my best insults and make just one video of them.
There you go, compilation.
Yeah, but I might go through and comment on my older stuff, or I'm not sure. I might figure something out to do for that. But yeah, it'll be on your night in 2 days.
All right. Well, I will have to plan behind your back of something special to do for you on your anniversary night. Totally behind your back. You're gonna have no idea what's gonna happen.
Sweet.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to use me to help you with that?
No. You help? What? No.
Oh. Real quick, Lycan asked, they've been meaning to ask for a while, why is John Carpenter's Halloween theme your end theme? It's one of the songs Carrie Ann did on her banjo. And I wanted something kind of soft at the end. So I took her version and just really stretched it out so it plays really slow. If you like it, it's linked in the description. You should go listen to her version of it. It's really cool.
She hasn't put out a video recently, I don't think. At least not, well, I guess recently for her is like every couple of months.
No, and that's partially my fault. I feel bad.
Why is that your fault?
Lycan, no, it's Kerin. Carrie Ann. Because of me pointing out that I liked her channel. Some jackass was giving her a bunch of shit, so she took some time off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Because, oh my God, somebody liked her music. What a fucking asshole. Okay. A monkey Q&A. We do Q&As every night. So, deep topic. You know, you're gonna. This is not my fault. I forgot to take my phone with me when we went to the store, and I thought of a deep topic, and then I lost it.
Oh, God damn it, Spunky.
I know it happens, but this time I had a plan, and like, oh shit, I don't have my phone.
Okay, people,
Oh, wait.
we need to get Monkey a pencil and a pad of paper.
He would have to remember to like put it around.
Lady Monkey says, "Don't be an ass about my idea. What was your idea?" Oh, a question and answer stream. Okay. All right. I can.
I would ask you questions.
Oh, well, yeah, that's different.
Well, it's off the table now.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Your next wife to do that shit.
I'm not getting married again.
I can hear that. That's hilarious.
Maybe you could do it on my birthday Saturday.
Shithead. I would never get married again. Once you've had perfection, what else can you?
Oh,
you can't follow that up.
Nice to say, but I don't think that's good enough.
I thought it was perfect.
I'm on Lady Monkey's side.
You guys got me through public transportation home. Since I'm in Denver, I can report no nurses looked at my junk. Thanks, guys. Show it to them anyway. Apparently, they like it.
Ugh. Don't do that. Don't take Monkey's advice on that.
Oh, there you go. Academic Cubs described for your anniversary. Make a video of all your best ads done for Lords of the Night.
Oh gosh, that would be a long project of having to listen through a lot of audio. Man, I'll think about it, but trying to remember like which ad was in which stream at this point, it's all such a blur.
You could always.
Grand Monkey Hour.
Do you still have them written down?
No, I usually dump them after I've written them because I figure they're in audio form forever. So.
Lady Monkey, he was all you need, but I had mentioned it and thought it was a really good idea. Like, you guys could tweet me questions and I'd ask him. I'm up for that. We can do. Tell you what, for my anniversary, we'll do an Ask Me Anything. The only thing I will not ask is answer something that doxes me. So anything you want to know, tweet to Lady Monkey, and we'll figure out a time to do a little stream.
This is why I don't do AMAs.
Why not?
What's your blood type?
I don't know.
I don't either. Not your blood
knows
type.
it.
I also don't know my blood type.
The great part of this is half of the answers will probably have to come from her. She'll have to tell me.
Oh, I know exactly what I should do on Friday.
What's that?
Well, you should do all the ads.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Although it's his anniversary and you're like,
exactly,
you're hired.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it'd be more like people paying money to have you do my job for me. So no.
No, I don't like that. No, I don't do AMAs because half the questions I'd be like, I'm not answering that.
Yeah, but see, I'm a lot more open than you are.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
For sure.
Deep topic, huh?
Yeah, deep topic. Why are you so unwilling to answer questions?
Well, it depends on the type of question, I guess. But I'm just a private person in general, and there are some specific types of questions that make me incredibly uncomfortable for fairly valid reasons.
Do you like feet?
What do you guys think of fetishes?
Oh, you mean those things that I use as voodoo dolls? Yeah, I have tons of them.
No, I mean sexual fetishes.
I think I've stated my position on these things quite clearly in the past. I'm glad to repeat them, though, if you want.
Well, I don't consider what you're into to be all that weird. But like balloon porn.
Oh, you're talking about something like really, really out there, obscure kind of stuff.
Yeah. I have trouble believing it's real. And I understand that is because I'm a guy and I know how guys are. But
no,
I don't see how anybody could look at a woman with a balloon and go, "Oh yeah, I got a jacket to that."
Well, so there are some people that identify very strongly with something out of the ordinary because when they were children, it relates back to some powerful emotional connection or something. I wouldn't dare to guess what describes someone's origins for their balloon porn fetish or anything else. But, most of the time, the fetishes are nurture, not nature. And there was something at some formative point in someone's past that flipped a switch, and this visual or audio or, whatever, a sensual experience triggers something in their brain that says yes. And it doesn't work for anybody else, but it works for them. And if you can't escape it, some weird shit can happen.
Gross.
I feel too vanilla when I look at some of this stuff.
Well, I think I have an explanation for one of mine, and it's not like a weird fetish, but like I have a preference for redheads. Okay, Now I don't have any particular. I have no idea why. I mean, I didn't love a redheaded girl when I was a kid or something like that, or I don't have any redheaded people in my direct family. But I honestly believe that two factors caused me to be a redhead type guy as I grew up. Mary Jane Watson Parker and Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
I believe these two things encoded on my brain redhead as sexually enticing. And even though, Jessica Rabbit definitely over what you see in at least the old 80s versions of Mary Jane Watson, they obviously sexed her up a lot, especially Eric Larson. Holy shit. There's a couple of comics where he just like makes her tits just so goddamn. Anyway, yeah, so I blame Jessica Rabbit and Mary Jane as the things that sort of set the switch in my brain for that. Now I don't dismiss it because I think I know its origin. Like, oh, now that I know what it is, I can just not care about it. No, it still works. If I see an attractive redhead, that sort of kicks the notches up, more so than if I saw an attractive blonde.
What'd you think of Left Cheek?
Jesus,
she was a redhead.
From my perspective, she was the better looking of the two.
Oh no, Right Cheek had it going on.
Now, yeah, well, I mean, now I'm not a midget person like you are. Now, where do you think your midget thing comes from?
Probably from the fact that growing up, I was always around short women. The women in my family are all real short.
Like so, midget short? Midget short?
Not quite midget short.
Okay,
but it's not a big jump from 5'3" down to what 4'8". It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Silent Minority says feet, toes, and genitals are all in the same section of the brain. That's why people like feet. I don't get the feet fetish. I do like nice feet, but it's not like ooh gives me a boner. It's like oh those are cute. Lady Monkey has the cutest little feet. She really does.
Oh, this is like just this whole conversation makes me want to vom.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I can trace a couple of mine. Like there was this girl that I sat behind in social studies for 2 years, actually. 7th and 8th grade. Her name was, I can't say her name. It's her real name. We'll call her Girl. And she wore a short denim skirt every day to school. And I had the biggest crush on her. And that's where my whole skirt fetish comes from. I love women in skirts.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cryptic. Right Cheek story is sad as hell. I don't make her sad. Don't make her a person to me. I'm objectifying her. 2 girls, 1 athlete's foot. That's gross. Fuck. Oh my God. That's all I have for my deep topic on fetishes. What do you think what's the weirdest fetish you've ever heard of?
All of them.
Really?
Definitely the dead people one.
Oh, yeah.
Girls sitting on cakes.
Ew, what? Why?
There are people who will pay to watch a woman just sit on, and not even like they're naked or something, and maybe they're wearing a skirt or whatever, but just to sit down onto a cake or a pie. Somehow that is a thing.
if you have a weird fetish, just keep it to yourself and like, self-loathing and all that. Don't tell people.
I must find
It's
someone who
awful.
enjoys it too.
Ugh, don't do that.
I just retweeted a meme. You guys should check it out. For me, the weirdest one is the people who baby play.
Ugh.
Oh, littles and things like that. Yeah.
Where they're like actually shit in a diaper and stuff. That's
Yeah,
fucking gross.
Yeah, infant play.
Stop.
Nah.
I
mean, there's being called daddy during sex or something, and little girl and that kind of thing, but not actually shitting into a diaper is somehow sexually arousing.
They actually make adult diapers.
I know.
Well, those are supposed to be for old people.
No.
Oh,
these are diapers made for this.
Why? Stop it! Stop. Get therapy and knock it off.
I just happened.
That's enough.
Back when I was blogging, somebody asked me about it, and I went and looked it up, and I learned way more about this than I cared to. Those people are fucking weird. But hey, as long as they're not hurting anybody, be as weird as you want.
I disagree.
I just can't understand it.
No, don't be weird. And if you're gonna be weird, just keep it within yourself. Write in a diary, cry, cut yourself, whatever. Just keep it away from other people, for the love of fucking God.
You know what I have problems understanding is how you bring this up with somebody. And I understand that in today's in the modern world, you can just go onto a fucking Google search and find the freak you're looking for. But this stuff isn't new. It's happened forever. So somebody had to, at one point, look at somebody and go, would you mind wearing a diaper so I can wipe your ass after you poop?
I don't know how you have that conversation.
Like you're out on a date. It's like, yeah, so what do you like? Oh, I like poetry and walking on the beach. I like playing with poop.
How do you even...
Yeah, well, I think that's about as close as you're going to get to it. I mean, aside from like a chat room or something, or going to a place where, weird fetishes are acknowledged as, like if you go to a club or something where there's some understanding that there are going to be people there with some really out there stuff. Otherwise, I don't know how you bring that up in quote unquote polite conversation.
Yeah, I don't know, like how do excuse me, like even the other stuff though, like. Would you mind if I put a collar on you and beat the shit out of you? Like, how would you feel with that?
Oh, I have the easiest segue to have that conversation. Would you like to hear?
I don't even want to know.
Well, no, it's so. Would you like to hear how I was president of the bondage club?
Sure.
Yeah, and as soon as I tell that story, it's like it's a funny anecdote, but it also is a great sort of toe in the water kind of situation for like. Is this person someone who's even interested in that? Because I'm not the president now, but I was then. So it can be both a funny anecdote by itself, or it can be a entree into a larger conversation.
Gross.
Well,
Academic Cup said normally it starts with wanting to watch your partner go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm good. All right. Yeah, I think that's good enough for her.
Like, why? How did this even happen?
Because it's my channel and I came up with the deep topic.
Oh God.
I didn't have you going. You can't say that. It's gross.
Yeah, I know, right? I love it when we're on my channel and I can just be like, no, stop. Not that it helps.
It doesn't. I don't know why you try. I'm almost impressed with your perseverance.
Oh, someone who is like really hates my fucking guts commented and was like, "Oh, you've gone from interrupting to muting," and I wanted to be like, "Monkey muted me first," so there's that. Anyway,
Mr. Cartman is fat says a girl at work would get turned on by popping pimples. That's fucking nasty.
Ew! Barf!
Ew!
So, guys,
this is all your fault. Monkey.
No eye contact, no kissing. The SDA method. Just don't touch. Don't not even that. Just go away.
No. You need to get her with a extendable blade underneath your wrist, and when she's not looking, that's how she likes it.
My girlfriend asked me to pee in her. Do you know how hard it is to piss with a boner? I'm a man, so yes, I've had to pee with a boner before. It's called morning wood.
Called morning wood. Yeah. Morning wood does that, guys. It's not that tough.
Yeah, just do it in the morning. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Lady Monkey
Two
says,
birds,
"Hey,
one
dog,
stone."
I can barely reach the top shelf in our fridge." She is really short, guys. I think she married me so she could reach top shelves. Joke's on her because now I can't stand upright. Yeah, chat time, guys. Any chance of us change the topic? Well, you guys can change the topic. Ask questions. If you have comments, concerns, think we said something out that was too inappropriate, let us know so we can tell you how wrong you are. Chatmore says, "I love watching gross dermatology videos, but if you got within 12 feet of my smush cookie, I'd have to punch you in the face." Have you guys ever watched Babylon 5 in order with no skips? I've never even watched Babylon 5. Well, that's not true. I probably saw the first episode.
I tried watching the first season or so, and yeah, it was in college. It was all on VHS. It was a really tough watch because it was just so grainy and shit. And I understand the love of that show because it is very well and detailed written and everything. But at the time when I watched it, it was so hokey because it had been several years since it had come out. And so a lot of the sets and the costumes and some of the acting was just kind of like, I could watch Star Trek and get better out of this. Deep Space Nine was supposedly a ripoff of it, but I kind of like Deep Space Nine better.
Yeah. Alex I can't say that. Alex D asked, "Did you hear that Krispy Kreme is going to have pumpkin spice glazed donuts only this Friday?" I didn't, but I wouldn't buy those anyway. Krispy Kreme, the only thing you need to buy there is their standard
like
donut.
Pumpkin spice and coffee and like pumpkin pie. Yes, I'm with you. Like, don't know.
Oh, you know what I got today?
Oh, what'd you get today?
I got oh god, Hostess.
You forgot?
I forgot the company. It's Hostess. It's a caramel apple cupcake.
Ooh.
And it is so good. So good.
Is it really good? That doesn't even sound good.
It was one of those things. It was either going to be really good or really bad, and it was
yeah,
really good.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like one of those things that you're going to be like, "This is the best thing that's ever happened to me," or it's just like, "Oh my god, why?"
G Prime asks, "What the fuck happened to the stream?" Oh, you must be new here.
Yeah.
Captain Brambles asks, if an Echo Earthfucker, if you're an Echo Earthfucker, is it bestiality if you bang a dogwood tree?
Yeah, well, just don't get yourself mixed up and actually bang some dogwood.
Yeah. Weibo says, SDA fetish. Someone takes a finger and places it an inch in front of her forehead and constantly says, "I'm not touching you," over and over again. Oh God. Sounds like a Mr. Medicare Deviant Art video.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't watched those.
Oh man, they are just with just about anything Jim does. Those subcultures on Deviant Art are insane. And he's been like, for having done a video on one of them, they started stalking him on the internet. It was really funny.
Let's see. Matt Brown says, "How did you come up with Ranting Monkey?" Monkey comes from something I was called when I was little by my mom. Ranting comes from the fact that I occasionally rant. Have you ever watched any music videos from the group Little Big? They have a midget. Not that I remember. Scotch Ash, should there be a mime version of it? A mime version of what?
Just it.
Oh, of it? Oh.
All the it. I don't know.
Well, I'm actually wondering if that's what he meant of the movie It. Sure, why not? Did you know Homestar Runner has a YouTube channel?
Sure.
Who's Homestar
Who
Runner?
dat?
Homestar Runner?
Yeah.
Well, that's like a cartoon character from the internet from the early days. You never heard of Homestar Runner?
No.
Okay. Seriously? All right.
That
was a joke to anybody who's a Homestar Runner fan when I said seriously.
What is the perfect Hot Pocket filling? Ham and cheese.
Ugh, gross.
Hot Pockets.
You don't like Hot Pockets either?
Nope.
How can you be a millennial and not like hot? Do you like pizza rolls?
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so you got your cred back.
Yeah, I like pizza rolls. I love pizza rolls for the most part, unless it's like I'm having a day where I don't like them.
Ranting Monkey, could I get you to say or sign something for the end credits to my videos? Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll let you know.
Hey, you guys never heard of Trogdor?
No.
Burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants.
Now I want pizza rolls, Monkey. Why did you do that?
Pizza rolls are great.
No, like wait, if you guys ever spend any extended period of time with me, is that
Was that her or me?
That was her.
I don't know. Is that me?
Yeah, you just roboted.
Robot.
You sound good now. What were you saying?
Okay. What you'll quickly find out is that I change foods that I actually like. So my mom will be like, "Do you want this cereal?" And I'll just be like, "I don't like that this week." And she's just like, "All right." It's a thing that I do.
Lycan asks, why is it always pumpkin flavor for Halloween? Why not candy corn for a change? Hostess does make a candy corn cupcake as well. I opted not to try that one.
Did you just barf candy corn?
Candy corn's yucky. It tastes like wax.
Oh, it's good.
Ugh.
Bigfoot or Nessie? Who would you want to be real?
Ooh. You know what? Maybe Bigfoot. I don't know.
Bigfoot. Because I would like to think that there's like a offshoot of the human evolution that we could actually see and look at.
Yeah, I think Bigfoot would be cool.
SDA seems high maintenance. I'm not. All I require is a fainting couch. Like, I'll eat
carried around
fries
with you at all times.
Yeah, no, that's what you should do. But as long as like a place has fries, I'm usually okay. So I'm easy to feed. Just don't try to feed me anything complicated.
Your boy Pat asked me, left cheek or right cheek? Right cheek. Team right cheek, yo.
Team right cheek. You should totally go onto their video and post a comment that says, "I'm totally the fan club president of Team Right Cheek."
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, maybe they'll respond and be like, "Okay, you are," because I don't think anybody's claimed that title yet.
I wonder if I could get her to send me a picture where she's topless, but over her nipples she has my monkey face. I think that would be cool.
There's a request. Yeah, you should totally follow her on Twitter and like tweet her and stuff and share them.
Should I go to? This is from the Jack Cochran. Of course it is. Should I go to a gay baker and ask them to make me a cake and then sue if they refuse?
What is she laughing at?
I'm not sure. Was that chat or something we said?
Probably the right cheek thing.
Oh, she liked the nipple thing.
The nipple. Imagine that she liked the nipple thing.
Oh God, you guys don't have Homestar Runner? No idea. I know. Apparently, I missed something big on the internet.
You guys just don't know.
Fuck you, ass. Are you going to change your crappy with love logo mascot? I love my monkey, and no.
Hey, chat. Do you remember Big Bunny from the olden Flash video days? You remember Big Bunny, or the angry strawberry baby? Remember that stuff? See if anybody else knows what I'm talking about.
Weebo Jones asks, who should be for Jason Todd, the Joker or the Crowbar?
What?
I'm gonna go with the Crowbar.
I think she's asking who should she be for Halloween. I'd like to see you as the Weebo. I'd like to see you do your version of the Joker. That'd be cool.
Lanny wants to know if we saw tagging on Twitter. I don't know. I'll have to double check because whenever I see somebody I don't know tagging me in something, I completely just ignore it and pretend like it didn't happen.
Scotch wants me to talk about DACA. DACA needs to end. It was implemented poorly, illegally, in my opinion, and it needs to go away.
SDA, please talk about DACA. Fuck DACA. All right, happy? God, Jesus. Needy.
Lenny asks if we saw the Twitter tagging. I'll check it out. I don't know. Oh, I hate when I do that. It closes my chat. There we go. Lady Monkey, are you a Virgo too? She was before she met me. How about Foamy the Squirrel? I fucking love Foamy. Foamy is like excellent. Is it wrong that I'm actually hoping Right Cheek sends you nudes with your monkey on her nipples? No, because that would be awesome.
Is it wrong?
Do they make Jello pudding pops anymore?
I think so. I just don't think that Bill Cosby is associated with them anymore.
Is Ranting Monkey an Aquarius? No, I'm a Taurus.
It's the dawning of the age.
He was born on my birthday.
I can't stand Foamy. What? Foamy was great.
Who's Foamy?
Foamy the Squirrel.
Oh.
Another old internet thing.
Foamy the Squirrel.
Monkey, do you remember Numa Numa guy?
Oh, yeah.
Numa Numa, yeah. That was like the first like.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah, the first super duper internet meme that I recall, like really catching fire when I was a youngin', so to speak.
I actually remember that.
Are you guys going to dress up for Halloween?
Probably not.
Yeah.
What are you going to be? Do you know?
That was like I probably put up a Twitter poll.
She's going to be a pumpkin spice latte.
She's
you know
not.
What you should go as?
Well, that's what my avatar is from. It's from last year because I was a woo woo and Mara was a dot.
You should go as Right Cheek.
We're both Indians. No.
Yeah. No. Oh, and Weibo should go as Left Cheek.
Yes.
Yes. Badger.
I'm going to go as Stephen Hawking.
Mushroom.
Oh, because you're a cripple. That's funny.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for getting that. Do you remember the flash video of a foul-mouthed frog in a blender? Yeah, that's from Joe Cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Cartoon he also had hamster in a microwave. Yeah, he had some great ones.
You remember Liquid Television on MTV?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Eon Flux and I think there's a couple on there that eventually became their own shows too. I remember one where it was like puppets, and I forget exactly what the plot was, but some guy said, I think it was like a talking plate, and he says, "Hell with this! I'm gonna go to New Mexico and start my own UFO religion." He just walks off the stage. I think, what the fuck?
Alex says I should be Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, there you go.
Scribe should be Strong Bad.
Strong Bad. No, it's another Homestar Runner character. No, if I was going to go as something, what would I go? I'd probably go like as Gomez or something. I could pull off a Gomez a little bit.
Ryan says, "Glad I'm not the only one who remembers that video." If you're talking about the frog in a blender, that wasn't even a video. It was a interactive flash thing.
Yeah,
because it was great. You could speed it up and eventually kill him. It was great.
Or the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Oh yeah.
This is the Ultimate Showdown, Ultimate Destiny.
Do we have more questions here, guys?
20 minutes to go. 10 minutes until Monkey's going to post all of your channel links.
That's right. Yeah, in 10 minutes. So get ready, guys. Weibo says my video today got demonetized already. Mine had 39 views when it came through demonetized.
Yeah. You still get the ad revenue from those views before they demonetize it?
The ones before, yes, but you don't generally get ads on those.
Yeah.
So just make sure you challenge it quickly because there was nothing wrong. Well, yeah, I don't think there was anything wrong with your video. Weibo did a very good video today on the bitch who was talking. Another one of those. Just teach boys not to rape. That's not how crime works, jackasses.
Not to rope.
Stop asking Weibo questions. You're here to ask me questions.
Yeah, geez. Go to Weibo's channel for that.
Don't get me wrong. I love Weibo, but
yeah, geez.
Give me questions. Talk to her talk to her later. Hit her up on Twitter and say things that sound dirty but aren't to her.
Like pink. Do you like pink chocolate?
How is that even dirt? How could you even construe that as dirty?
Pink chocolate?
There's a lot of ways I could construe that to be dirty.
I don't even
guys.
understand
We can make anything
that.
dirty.
Yeah, it's true.
Apparently,
My brain just
Keemstar's
doesn't
ranting
like.
on
Sorry.
Keemstar's ranting on Twitter about the 3 hurricanes being controlled by China. What are our thoughts? I hope he's kidding. Otherwise,
Yeah.
That's retarded.
Why did Scribe sound like Gollum? I wasn't even trying. Stupid fat hobbits.
Does SDA know that the hurricane is going to hit Georgia? They just don't know how hard.
I'm nowhere near the coast.
Yeah, hurricanes tend not to hit the entire state. Monkey, did you fap to the Wizard of Oz as a kid? I hated the Wizard of Oz as a kid. See, I'm from a time when there were only 3 TV channels.
Yes. Oh man, when there was a 4th network.
Oh yeah.
Like when Fox appeared. Oh my god. Or like when I was trying to get like scrambled porn by putting the dial on the TV thing like right in between channels. Yeah, those are the days. I think I saw a boob.
Oh man, I used to remember. I used to watch when we lived in Chicago. There was a channel called Spectrum, and it was scrambled, but you could still tell what was going on. And after like 10 o'clock at night, they used to show dirty movies. It was great.
There was the Spice Channel, and like for 2 hours on Saturday nights or something, they would be completely unscrambled for some reason. Like, and they have a show or something. And it was some guy interviewing porn stars at porn conventions, and they'd always show off stuff, and it wasn't scrambled. And then like after the show was over, they'd go back to scrambling, and it was the weirdest thing.
Did you fap to the Sound of Music? I've actually never even seen the Sound of Music.
The hills are alive with.
That was the worst thing
that was awesome.
I've ever heard.
Well, it was funny.
Awful.
It was
funny. It was not. That was not funny.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
No.
It's coming. Wait for it.
That was worse than licking ass and getting a hair in your mouth? SDA?
Oh, Lady Monkey didn't laugh. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, she laughed in the chat. That's fine.
Ranting Monkey, black and white TV playing with antennas and dials. Yeah, I remember those days. I remember when we first got cable, it was the most awesome thing ever. It had a remote control. What do you think of Happy Tree Friends? Never heard them.
Oh God, you've never seen Happy Tree Friends?
It's funny.
Oh, what? I'll send you one, and you'll love it.
Oh, that was the best thing ever. Scribe says Weebo.
Well, I'm glad I could entertain.
Harvos wants to know if you and I ever saw the TV series Fame. I never watched the series, but I've seen the original movie.
I've seen the movie a long time ago, and I remember the TV series very vaguely. That's the best I can tell you.
Colleen, hey, it's nice to see you.
Hey,
Colleen says having a remote was making the kids get up to change the channel. I remember those days. Smart kids just sat right in front of the TV. And then your parents would yell at you to get back because it'll hurt your eyes. Lenny Stanfield, thank you so much. We had one TV when I was a kid. You had to manually change the channel, and it had a handle on top so you could carry it from room to room. Yeah, ours didn't. Our TVs were always so goddamn heavy you couldn't move them. What other anti-SJW would you dress up for as Halloween? Ooh, no. I want to go as Bunty. Or Roy from Very Nearly Viral. They're kind of looking similar these days.
Ooh,
Roy looks like.
Sorry.
Say Roy looks like Bunty woke up from a 4-day drunk. What were you going to say?
I could borrow a pair of Fane's glasses and be Fane for Halloween.
Oh, you could do that. Just don't cut yourself.
Oh my God. On Saturday, he kept putting his arm around me, and he did it with his spiky arm, and he almost like ripped all of my hair out like on 3 different occasions, and he was fucking hammered, so he didn't even notice, and it was scary. It was really scary.
One of the videos they were doing, they were talking about his glasses, and if you guys don't know who Sofane is, look up Poison the Well or look him up on Twitter. He always wears really intricate glasses, usually with spikes on them. And I think he was
and that's
talking
not
about
an act either. He does it IRL inside all the time.
yeah, and he was I think it was about when we saw Jeff Holiday. He actually like ripped his shirt with his fucking glasses.
Yeah, those things are dangerous. He almost killed me on Saturday. I love Fane. He's great.
Todd asks if I have a beard. Yes, I do. Lady Monkey doesn't like me without my beard.
You have a beard?
Mm-hmm. Very small, or very, very small. I keep it very trimmed because I start looking really old if it gets long.
Well, so you can attract those fair maidens.
Mm-hmm.
I attracted the fairest of all.
Oh,
Colleen asks, why not name the baby grandma in a different language? According to Google, Lola is the Filipino word for grandma. Because I don't get to name the baby. I can run that by him.
Why not?
Parents typically do that.
Aw.
If you could go back in time, would you change anything and why? Ooh. Do you mean in our own lives or in general? Because what I would do is I would go back to Germany, say maybe the mid-20s, and tell Hitler he was actually a really good painter.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think there's anything that I would change.
That's because you like the gassings. Oh, no, it was the showers you liked, right?
I didn't say I liked them. I just said that people don't like Nazis because Hitler made the Jews take showers. I hardly see how that's an inaccurate statement.
Stephen Strange said, which of the two films would you pick, Willow or Lady Hawk? I've never seen Lady Hawk, so Willow by default, but I love Willow.
Yeah, Willow, I mean, Lady Hawk's really good. Rutger Hauer and everything. It's not as sort of bad special effects kind of magic. But it's a bit too sappy on the love story side, so I'd probably go for Willow. Yeah.
The only problem with Willow is the animation in it is so dated. It looks so bad now.
Yeah, it does.
The next 6 minutes says, I would dress up as Teal Deer for Halloween. Yes, the cartoon Avatar. As big an ass as I am, I wouldn't want to be that big of an ass. I'd stop the parachute pants fad. Oh, I loved my parachute pants. Those were so cool. Fucking zippers everywhere for no goddamn reason at all. Base Mama says she'd take out Muhammad.
Right.
What time do we have? All right, you got 2 minutes till I want your thingies. What am I saying?
Your channel links?
Dicks.
Channel links, that's it. Did you ever watch cartoon Angry Beavers? My children watched it, so I saw it from time to time.
Have you guys ever seen Zombievers?
No. I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Quality cinema. Faux shizzle.
Lady Monkey says that my beard is more like well-maintained scruff. Yeah, that's probably a good description. I only
like
wear
an 8 o'clock shadow.
I have a very round face, and it defines my jawline. Otherwise, I look like a giant baby. Oh, my thingies. Well, you'd have to buy me dinner first. Ooh, why are we buying you dinner? What are you doing? Remember the MC Hammer cartoon? Sadly, yes.
Yes. Hammer Man. Hammer Man. Whenever there's a crime, some crooks are gonna do time. I don't remember the rest of it. That's the part I remember.
Favorite World War II movie. There's a lot of good ones, but I still got to go with Das Boot. That movie is so fucking.
Das Boot's really good. World War II, The Longest Day. I mean, there's a little, epic Hollywood, but The Longest Day is really good.
And it's not a movie, but if you have not seen Band of Brothers, go find it and watch it.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, Band of Brothers is a general World War II. It's great. When Trumpets Fade. It's not a very well-known movie. I think it was an HBO deal, but When Trumpets Fade is actually really, if you can find a copy, it's worth watching.
I just remembered you guys probably can't link unless you have a wrench. So
Yeah, that's true.
Put into chat that you have a channel, and I will look it up myself and put the link in there. And I will also read them out. So Jesse Jess says Das Boot. If you guys have not seen, and real quick, I already have one. Scotch says he has a channel that's Torix is his name these days. Thank you, Weibo. I will get yours linked in there. Band of Brothers done by Tom Hanks. Band of Brothers was just so fucking awesome. Peterbilt Nation 379 has a channel. Deco D, I have a channel. P Dog Knight, my channel is me. Oh wow, a lot of you guys have channels. Okay, Midnight in Exile, I have a channel. Hi, I'm Sneck, I have a channel. All I Need, I have a channel.
Oh my god, you all have fucking channels.
They do. And we're gonna pimp them out tonight. The next 6 minutes has a channel. Ms. Slim 1, that's MIZ Slim 1. I have a channel. Jack Cochran has a channel. I'm gonna have to check out all of these. I didn't know so many of you had them.
I think that's just everybody.
I have a channel. Don't post much. Zenith, I need to do shitty to justify having a channel. Base Mama has a channel, of course. Stephen Strange is working on a channel. Dark Ale has ideas for a channel. Doesn't know where to start. Just pick something and jump in. Thank you, Timothy Sealbook. German boot is pronounced like English boat. I still say Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Quill is remaining quiet. Captain Brambles does not have a channel. Uzi Q doesn't have a channel. Technically, you all have channels if you're on YouTube. You just don't use them.
Sure. Are you a content creator? Might be the better.
There you go. Are you a content creator? Do you want people to come look at your channel is the question. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody who has them. I'm a voice on Minions of the Zoo, and Inquisitors want to pimp too, so Inquisitors 8.1. There we go. We'll check that out too. Jacob has a channel. Jacob Nabo has a channel with nothing on it.
Yeah.
Miss Slim. Robert Lang, I won't give out my channel. Don't want to dox myself. Base Mama likes Das Boot and Hunt for Red October.
Yes, The Hunt for Red October is the best movie ever made.
Irate Prostate says he'll help out anyone with getting a channel going. Roll for Sanity, I have a channel. Thank you so much, guys, for participating in this. I hope lots of people come check you out. And like I said, this will end up all in the description. If you go back later and don't find yours, tweet me and let me know, and I will make sure to get it in there.
What do you mean, Academic Hub? WTF what? That Hunt for Red October is the best movie ever made? What? You got a problem with that? Huh?
It's fighting words to him.
I know. That's right. Don't be messing with my October.
Chatmort has a channel, definitely trying to grow it. We'll throw you in the links and hopefully it helps. Terry Diamana says England has a channel.
Yes. So does the White House.
Cryptic, that's a lot of people with channels. Yes, it is. I'm actually probably going to have to listen to this to make sure I get everybody. Weibo, that's the goal. I crave attention because I never received any from my mother as a child. And the kids always bully me, and my rabbit went to the farm, and I'm allergic to chocolate, and yada, yada, yada. That's why I love you, Weibo, because that almost sounds like one of your scripts.
Scotch, Scribelight favorite submarine Cold War era movie, question mark. What did I just say? What did I just say?
What was the one with Harrison Ford?
K-19, The Widowmaker.
That was actually, despite all, that should have been a really shitty movie, but it wasn't that bad.
Well,
it's no Hunt for Red October, but
no. And Harrison Ford trying to do a Russian accent was just ear-splittingly bad, but it was based on a true story, and it is a decent movie, even though it's not great.
Stephen Strange asked if I've seen Drunken Uncle's latest video. I have not, but if you guys don't watch Drunken Uncle, he is funny as fuck. He's definitely not for everybody, but I fucking love his humor. Sean Connery, yes, please. That's Lady Monkey. See, SDA, Lady Monkey likes old men too. You never watched Mad TV, right? Scribbles?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I watched some of it, but not religiously. No, I saw some of it.
Did you ever see the Sean Connery one they did where he's trying to be sexy and he keeps farting?
No.
He's actually acting like an old man, but he's trying to be sexy.
Right.
That's great.
Okay.
Which
Did you ever
Red Dog movie?
you see the Artie Lang thing where he's Babe Watch and he's the pig on the beach?
No.
Oh God. So not only is that skit really weird, but he tells the story of the making it on Howard Stern. And the story of his making that skit is one of the funniest things. I'll find it and I'll link it to you. It's fucking amazing.
Xena said Mad TV was a failed attempt to capitalize on SNL. Mad TV was awesome, especially in the first few seasons.
It was really funny.
It was great. There's a lot of shows like that. I mean, SCTV was awesome. In Living Color, especially in the first few years, was amazing. And frankly, Saturday Night Live is fuck the pooch so often. I can't believe they're still on the air.
Yeah. It's tradition more than anything else that keeps that thing going.
Yep. Yeah, and at the time, Mad TV was so much better than SNL. There's a good question. Are you guys left or right-handed?
I write right-handed. I sew and needlepoint left-handed. I bat left-handed. So I'm not ambidextrous, but it depends on what it is.
You're just confused.
Yeah, I'm bihandual.
What about you, Skittles?
I'm a righty.
Right. Me too. Yep. Lovelies, if by any chance Monkey misses the link to your channel, please tweet the channel to me tomorrow, and I'll make sure he gets it. That's from Lady Monkey.
I also use a knife in my left hand, but the reason is not because that's what I naturally did. It was because when I was little, I was like, you want me to switch hands every time I want to cut and like put something on a fork? Fuck no. So I just taught myself how to cut using my left hand. Do I cross stitch? What? That's like the epitome of laziness.
That's dedicated to lazy.
Yeah, it is. Do you cross stitch? No, cross stitch is gross. It looks like shit. I needlepoint.
I can't cross stitch. I'm a vampire.
I don't understand.
Cross?
Because it's a cross.
Oh.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not like
I'll be in the corner with my fork.
No, yeah, you should be. I'm pro needlepoint, anti cross stitch.
Xena says that he's the only righty in the whole family, or of his siblings.
I'm not left-handed.
Scribe like, can you whistle? Says the next 6 minutes.
I can't whistle.
I don't have. My lips are dry. I could do better if I had some water. Do I have any water? I don't have any water. I'll try next time when I have some water. My mouth's kind of dry right now.
Spunky, can you whistle?
Sometimes.
I found out that Thane can fucking whistle. He was whistling, like doing the dad whistle in the car. And don't ever do the dad whistle in like close quarters because ouch. I can't whistle for shit.
2-minute warning.
No, we're on the 1-minute warning.
Oh, well, my clock says 1 minute. It was 2 minutes a second ago.
Stargazer said, I call BS, I cross stitch. You should needlepoint instead. Because it's better.
Stephen Strange wants to know our favorite Christopher Lee film. I couldn't even name one.
Who's Christopher Lee?
Oh.
I probably know. I just don't know, but I know.
Saruman from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Dracula from the Hammer 4 films. Count Dooku.
Okay. All right. See, I know who he is. You don't have to get freaky. I just didn't know what his name was. Sheesh.
Beta Fish with a Vengeance is a girl, apparently, and wanted Todd Packer to know. Get it, Todd. Actually, apparently, Todd referred to Beta as a dude. Been there. Made that mistake a few times with you guys. Do we have anything we need to share before we leave?
We're on SDA's channel tomorrow.
Yep.
And other than that, not that I know of.
All righty. That's going to wrap it up then. Chat, thank you so much for the donations. Thank you for coming. Thank you for always being here. You guys are awesome. I cannot tell you how great it is to see you guys every night. You guys, it makes the day really, really great to come in here and see all your nice faces or your avatars that I misgender. Subscribe, SDA, a pleasure as always. Guys, your life makes me sad. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.